Should you touch it once? Would it be more efficient to do the task now, delegate it, or save it for later? Use this flowchart to find out how. Here I'm going to describe the touch it once technique, which is one of the fundamental techniques that we teach at Asian Efficiency. And the reason touch it once is so powerful is because it forces you to make decisions in the moment so you don't have to waste time or energy rereading that email or reconsidering that meeting or reevaluating that proposal or reconnecting with that person that you probably should have just booked an appointment with in the first place. So here's how it works. You've got incoming tasks and they come from all different areas of your life. You could just be walking down the street and you have a random idea and that's a potential task for you. Or you open up your email inbox and there's probably 30 tasks for you in there. You chat with a friend in real life or maybe over the internet. Or maybe you get on a phone call with somebody and they make a request of you. So from there, you decide, will the task take 5 minutes or less? And if the answer is yes, most times it's just easier to take care of it. That way you don't have to save it in your task manager and open that back up and look through it and decide if you're going to do it. However, there are some caveats. And that first caveat might not seem obvious, but it's asking yourself the question, does it need to be done? Now, if it doesn't align with any of your current projects that are moving you closer to your goals or align with your values or any maintenance that go along with those big projects or align with those values, then you probably shouldn't do that. And asking yourself this question on at least a daily basis is going to save you a lot of time doing inconsequential tasks or tasks that really don't take you closer to your goals. So does it need to be done? And if the answer is yes, and it takes 5 minutes or less, well, you might be doing it, but think about another thing. Is it a repeating task that can be automated? I recently just found out about a new application called File This, and it takes your credit card statements, your bills, and automatically searches and downloads them straight into Dropbox. You don't have to do it. So normally, it's a 5-minute task, it's a 2-minute task that I could do, but since it can be automated, I'm going to allow technology to do that for you. Great automation tools if you're a Mac user. One's called Text Expander. It can automate a lot of writing that you do from day to day. Hazel is another tool if you are organizing folders and files in your Mac hard drive, then you can automatically organize them. A scheduler is a great example that I think almost everybody should have. It may seem a little fancy, but you can get a lot of good schedulers and probably sign up for the free option if you just need a few times. Zapier and If Then Then That are all automations that you can think about for those small tasks that don't take very long, but add up over time if they're repeating. Now, if it's not a repeating task or it can't be automated, you're probably going to do it, except for, can the task be batched? There's a lot of good examples of tasks that can be batched, phone calls and emails or errands or meetings. So if you have a system to batch those and you know you'll do it, then you'll put it in your task manager. Otherwise, just do it. It'll be easier for you to complete the task in the moment. Now, on the other hand, will the task take less than 5 minutes? If your answer is no to that, you've only got two real options in this flow diagram. You're either going to delegate it or you're going to put it into your task manager. And the reason is you don't want to interrupt your flow of what you're doing right now and constantly just jumping from task to task to task. So, does the task need to be done? Same question. You got to ask it again. Is it a repeating task that can be automated? If that's a yes, well, how about, are you the best person to set up this automation? If it's a larger automation, maybe you can hire a programmer or somebody on your team would be able to help you out with that. If you are that best person to set up the automation, then put it in your task manager. If not, then you delegate it. Use other people's strengths, time, and energy to take action on your behalf. So after you're asking that automation question, you'll then ask yourself, are you the best person for the job? And if that's not the case, if somebody beneath you or above you or to the side of you is the best person for the job, well, you'll delegate that to them. And if you are the best person for the job, then you'll put it in your task manager and save it for a more ideal time. And that's the touch it once technique. And with the added caveats of does it need to be done? Can it be automated? Can it be delegated? Or can you batch the task? If you want to learn more about the fundamentals of productivity, more tips like solar flaring or eating your frog or breaking it down or the 3 times rule, we've got hundreds of articles and podcasts and videos over at asianefficiency.com that are geared at helping you take more effective and efficient action during your days.